Alright, so I sold the RM that I had, fixed that up, sold it. Now we have another bike, 2002 Kawasaki Kx100. I'm super stoked on this one. I've always wanted one of these bikes, so this is dope that I found one for a pretty decent price, and we're gonna fix it up. And actually it doesn't need too much, so that's good. A few $100s worth of stuff and it'll be gone. I'll rip it around for a little bit, but so I'll let you see it. So right off the bat, like, it doesn't look too bad. It's definitely been sitting in someone's garage. It's got a whole bunch of dust on it. But yeah, there's nothing really that I can see wrong with it. I mean, there's obviously stuff I can see, but there's nothing major. We'll get new plastics. Ordered those. New levers, grips, bars, plastics. Might try to find another silencer for it. Definitely a chain. Wheels and tubes all around. What else? Oh, new top end. Major part. The compression is, yeah, that's not good. So it needs a new top end. But other than that, honestly, just a cleanup job and some new parts, and she'll be gone. She'll be ready to rip. So I'm gonna wash it. I'll take these bolts out. You can see that there's some different sizes and bolts are not correct. So take all the bolts out, put them in the ultrasonic cleaner over there, and yeah. Just took off the plastics. She is dirty, and the air filter is, I mean, there's still a little bit of oil on it, but you can see it's fucking disgusting in there. She's grimy, but she'll clean up good. I don't like this silencer. I know it's like alright, but it looks like shit. So we'll try to get a new one, eBay special or something. But you can tell that it's grimy, man. Wheels, I mean, it's just dirt for real. Like, that's, see, like, that's not bad. She'll get a good scrubbing and make her look a lot better. I got this Zep, this purple degreaser. I really like this stuff. It's not as corrosive as, forget what it's called, but gunk off or whatever. I don't know what it is, but the other degreaser. But you can tell that no one really washed under here. So I'm gonna let this sit, and I'll come back and I'll scrub it. Alright, so we pulled the bolts off. I have them all sectioned off and, you know, labeled. We got the carburetor off. It's not too bad shape from the outside. Pulled the slide, and there was definitely dirt in the carb. Doesn't look like anyone's ever messed with this at all. It's super grimed up. So we'll pull it apart and see what it looks like. And then we'll stick it in the ultrasonic cleaner with the rest of the bolts. Yep. Okay, so we took the carb apart. As you can see, it's pretty dirty. So we'll stick this, we'll take the rubber gasket off. Yeah, and then just stick it in the ultrasonic cleaner. Let that go for about 10 minutes. Then we'll take all the rubber parts, all, you know, the jets and everything out. And the air screw. And then why am I brain fading on this? Choke. Take the choke off and we'll stick everything in there. We'll bag everything up, label it, and then we'll probably take this back to the storage unit and let it sit till the parts come in, and then we'll put in the top end and do all the rest of the stuff, and it'll be done. So meanwhile, we'll get back to ultrasonic cleaning everything. Okay, so we just took everything out of the carburetor, jets, air screw, idle, all that stuff. So let's look at the jets now. See if we can. All right, that one looks pretty good. That's good. He said he recently rode it, but I can't even. Maybe. So that's like no, absolutely nothing through there. You're not getting any fuel, nothing. That's beat. So at least we know that. And so this jet is pretty decent, but we'll still spray it out. And I'll show you what that one looks like. And I'll show you what the bad one looks like. So, as you can see, not a lot of dirt. A few specks, but nothing that would really clog it up. Now, this one is the bad one. And, I mean, there might be a little, I mean, I can't even see through that. So, we'll try to show you what that one looks like. I'm gonna clean, we'll do it here. So that one is still clogged pretty bad. So I have a little pick and some air, and I'll use the air compressor and a little pick to get in there. I'm not gonna, you know, dig deep in there, but loosen some stuff up. So I got some compressed air, as you can see. I like to use this stuff a lot with putting on new grips. It makes it just a lot easier. Okay, so that really did the trick. So now, here, let me get the pliers and see if we can't focus. So, see now if you can really see through. So, yeah, so now you can see through there. So that really did the trick, the compressed air. I'll probably do that a few more times just to make sure, and then we'll go back to the carb in the ultrasonic cleaner and I'll show you that. So I got some of this Zep. And this little trick for my ultrasonic cleaner I use, just pour some in here. Try to make sure it's pretty much covering it. I mean, I don't have a lot left. I'll have to get some more, but we'll see. We'll do like that much. And then we'll stick a top on here. And put it in here. And make sure it doesn't fill over the max line so you don't ruin your electronics in here. And then we turn it on and you don't get your you don't get all the water in here dirty, and you just, all that's getting dirty is the cleaner in here. So it actually saves you, you know, really messing up your, or eventually messing up your ultrasonic cleaner. So it just keeps everything clean. We'll get in there, turn this on 10 minutes and see what happens. Just pulled this out of the ultrasonic cleaner. It's been in there about 10 minutes. Obviously, the top that is not in the solution will not be clean, but other than that, like, there's some few crevices. I mean, you can see right there, but overall, it is very clean, and it did the trick. And it saved me 10 minutes of me. I mean, I'll still have to scrub it a little bit, but definitely got in places I couldn't get. Vibrated dirt out of the, you know, orifices, or whatever you want to call them. But yeah, next we'll empty this gross water, and then we'll throw this one in there and see how that comes out. So we pulled out the other half of the carb, and it looks really good. Again, this is just a Harbor Freight 2.5 liter, I think, but it really does the trick. Besides the little piece of dirt, I mean, I can knock off with a brush or whatever. It really gets inside there and cleans what it needs to. So this is good. So we're done with the carb. Next, we're just waiting for parts, and then we'll put a top end on.